after my like really slow, dirgy song here that's for whatever reason is playing super slow. It is another Sunday the 16th. Time keeps flying by. Today is really swampy, humid outside, and I've also haven't taken all the time I need to groom and all that stuff. So I'm wearing my hat today because I've let it get kind of shaggy around the sides. So let's get going. Hi to everybody that's there. Drop a note, say hello, and I've kind of had an interesting week. Let's just say my Facebook channel hasn't seen that much traffic from the various people around here as it has before. So I'm just going to do this drop in and say hello. We're simulcasting to Twitch, to YouTube, to Periscope, and to Facebook, of course. So it's good to have everybody here. So I'm going to try and use this other chat client, the Restream.io chat client, since that sends the messages to everybody. And what am I going to do? Give me a second. I need my coffee. Did I leave my coffee out here? All right. In fact, I'm going to leave the door open because our air conditioning. It is like, what's the temperature right now? It says it's 78 outside. It is 78 degrees, but it's like we had a bunch of thunderstorms roll through here in the morning. There you are. We had a bunch of thunderstorms and lightning roll through here. Like 5, 6, 7 a.m. and drop a bunch of rain. So as soon as the sun came out, or even just after the rain happened, it never really got down below 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 22 Celsius last night. So everything is just like a sauna outside. So hopefully after this live stream and doing some more cleanup, because I've been organizing my stuff around here. Once we get past all this stuff, I'll be able to get out to the pool and just chill. I've got my trusty Sennheiser microphone over here. I took the drum set out just because it was getting a little bit too unwieldy in this room, and I had managed to somehow bring in every possible piece of woodworking tool item and soldering equipment and everything into this room to do the work, which it's really not intended to be in this room. I did try and clean the carpet, but I unintentionally stained it with oxy. The oxidizing agent that's supposed to help clean everything turned some of my wool carpet yellow. So I'll have to come back and I think it's just a residue. I'll have to come back and clean it. But let's get into something interesting now. It's been an interesting week. There's been a lot of jabber on Facebook. I am normally not one to just sort of excommunicate people I've watched Rick Beato do this. He goes online, and if somebody's just being a dick, he will just block them, and we'll get them out. And so I've kind of looked upon some people who have been just contrary, being very contrary, for no real reason. They thought they were, community service was going to be such that they were helping me to find like another level of nirvana in understanding of things. Instead, just were extremely irritating to myself, and I can handle being irritated. But when everybody else around that's on the thread is saying, dude, you're just wrong, and he insists that he's right, I can't abide people who just, regardless of, will not accept other people's opinions, and will just argue them for no point other than to just argue, or to appear superior to everybody else, even though they're not, even though they don't appear to be. So it's like, bye-bye, have a nice day, nice life. So as we say, the force is strong. The caffeine is strong with this one. So another part of the interesting week has been that I'm actually getting a significant amount of progress accomplished in things. I've been kind of a little bit on the downside with all the events that have happened over the last 2 months. It's been kind of difficult to sort of get back on track, but but I'm starting to sort of pull out of my funk, both in my day job and also in the music side. And so I got extremely, I've been extremely fortunate to have one Todd Zuckerman do some recording work for me. And he did fantastic. And I also have a couple other guys. I had a couple other guys, and one guy named Igor Wilcox, who's a fantastic drummer from Brazil. He and it's Dusty. So he did some drumming for me for my what started off as being a very heavily Tool influenced song. Still is heavily Tool influenced, but it's sounding less obviously like Tool. He came in and did the work on Hypnotic Ashes for Tears. And then I've got, I'm just going over to Fiverr now to see if Casper dropped off anything for me. And let's see. I'm in there right now. Let me see. He dropped something off this morning. Well, last night, like for us, it was 12:16 a.m. this morning our time, so it would have been, I don't know, 5 in the afternoon for him on Sunday. So I'm going to try and see if I can bring that in. Let me download it. Shit. Let me download it and I'll play it on a I will play it in this stupid groove music thing. So this is my first time listening to it. This is just a reference mix. This is an interesting one too because I'm working with Durga McBroom, and we are collaborating some on lyrics, and she will be singing this. This very beginning, I'm going to be putting in some medical room chatter, maybe some of the protesters or some of the people that were witness to a particular event put in some of their comments as voiceovers or as audio clips. Let's see what we got here.
In groups and crowds, and with those words that
This is just
loud,
ghost vocals.
nothing noble, ill, truly profound. You wouldn't need to listen hard, you just listen for the sound. People watching did whatever they could. Man who kneeled on him, I'm certain he understood. I can't breathe, man. 8 minutes, 46 seconds it took. Push one flame, ignite the fire in the roots. No one knew the spark would inflame people so quick. Branch leaf to leaf, word of mouth like rubbing 2 sticks. These words make it clear there's no compromises here. I can't breathe, man. I can't breathe, man.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty. My vocals suck, but that's pretty awesome. I'm just letting my drummer know, my Fiverr vendor know that I really like it. I also would love to hear what you think of it. That's I definitely think I nailed the solo down. I'm very pleased with the solo. There's no weak moments in it. And of course the vocals, but this is why I'm asking Durga McBroom. Also, I think it's she could do some real justice to this, considering what the lyrical subject matter is. Definitely, I feel strongly about it, but I don't have skin in the game. I feel like that's suitably ironic and not at all. I think it's an ironic statement, and I like irony. So, but I do feel strongly, and I do feel strongly that it's a correct time for us to do something like this. Let's move on. So that was something that I have been calling in mourning, or in my time of mourning. Let's see. Let me see what else is there here that I can. There was another song. I think I have to go to. You know, I'm just curious. That's old. This is something I don't think I've ever played on here before. So some of these were, especially this, you can tell this was like. In fact, I can give you a bit of history of this. This was the precursor to Legend in His Own Mind, which I wrote the lyrics during the Bush administration, the Bush 2. I really think this is probably more applicable to the guy we've got there right now. Anyways, this is another piece. A lot of these were done when I was at production director at CHRW, which is campus radio station in London, Ontario, Canada, at Western University. Used to be University of Western Ontario. God knows why they changed the name, but it's now Western University. And it was an 8-track studio. We had procured Oscar Peterson's old 8-track Otari from his personal studio. Our technical director before me, actually two before me, was a friend of mine when I was going to college a few years earlier, going to Western, and he told the story of how he did a bunch of work upgrading Oscar Peterson's studio, and he asked Oscar what he was going to do with the old Otari, and Oscar said, "I don't know, do you want it?" And so he got it for free, brought it into the radio station, and they had set up this rudimentary, at the time in the old studio, they set up a rudimentary production studio with a home-rolled audio console. There was 24 cards on it, 24 inputs, and then 8 submixes on essentially, you can route all these to a submix, and then route the submix to one of the tracks on the Otari, or you can use that for doing some basic mix downs on the way out, as well as patching things around. It was pretty cool. It was my first experience with a with a real in a real recording studio. So and then when when I worked there, I spent 6 months helping helping him and my old roommate Darren, who came back, who was coming on weekends from CBC. We were building the new studio upstairs in the Student Union building, and then because I was probably one of the guys who, along with those guys, I knew how things worked the best in the whole station after wiring it up, so they hired me as production director. And a few years prior, I was working at community television in the community television. We're doing community television. It's not, it's not Oscar winning material, but it's community focused. And so I was one of several people who were sponsored this thing called Summer Jam. It was a concert for the food bank, and we also had banners and things to bring awareness to this developmentally challenged, and helping them gain visibility in the community, so that people think developmentally challenged, or back then they thought developmentally challenged people had no use. They were just, especially in a small community, they were burdens on society. We actually I did a show, a piece, like a music or a news magazine type piece, where we went to follow the guy that was in charge, helping place these people in various roles in companies around the city and the county, district, and they were highly productive and highly valued by their employers, and we wanted to gain more exposure. So we also had said that they were going to be like the number two, line item number two, as to who was going to be supported by this effort. So bring donations for the food bank, because it was a rough time in that little town, North Bay, Ontario, and also to bring visibility to this group that we're helping, autistic and mentally challenged people, or intellectually challenged people, of which we have quite a few in this world, and kidding and not kidding. So I also covered the Special Olympics, which was probably one of the most amazing personal experiences I could ever imagine. Going and covering the Special Winter Olympics, having these people, people that have Down syndrome and various afflictions, the conditions, that they come up to you and they give you this hug that is the most heartfelt, joyful thing that you've ever experienced in your life. There's, and I'm not a touchy-feely kind of guy in the least, and so that just to have that kind of, it was amazing experience. This, it didn't matter who won. There was always a winner, but everybody would run up and congratulate that person. They would have group hugs, and then everybody in the immediate vicinity, even the camera guy and the interviewer, were getting all sorts of affection from everybody. And so it was just a wonderful experience. Anyway, we sponsored this concert, and I produced myself and a guy named Chris produced a video that got aired across all the broadcasters in the area, promoting this. And this was the music that I started by writing this music for the promotion, and then I expanded it into this big long instrumental. So let's listen to it. Oh, wrong song. There we go. Don't want to rate. Again, that is actually accurate. That is 1994. It was when I wrote and recorded this. can tell this is like early because the solos aren't great, but there's ideas there. And then a really long fade out. So, anyways, you can see some of the ideas are actually pretty cool. But, you know, some of the execution. Somebody walked too close to the cat alarm. But the cat's here, so it's not the cat. So here's something else. This is all stuff because it's not labeled. I don't know what the heck it is. So they're all demos from years ago. I know this one's actually pretty good. You know, you guys can chime in anytime you want. Whoever's watching, say hello. I'm reading comments, but I'm waiting for a comment to appear. Hi, what's the topic here? Listening to music. These are all, we're listening to old demos that I wrote. And these are all not bad. You tell me, is this good? Is this something that you think would be worthy of listening to in the future as a real production? Can you hear me okay? I like progressive rock. I like metal. I like classic and hard rock? Thanks, Raphael, for asking. Oh, thanks. There's no lyrics in this right now, so these are all demos. And programmed drums. These are just things that came out of the top of my head. Yes, I did. Everything, all the instrumentation. You know, sometimes you forget, especially if you are just continue. No, I didn't. I programmed, whatever, the drums are all programmed like. And then there's real guitar. Yes. I like this. I mean, you're not supposed to say how much you like your own music, but I mean, this is something I would definitely revisit. Let's say for the album after this one that I'm releasing in October, up to a certain point, because I'm sure this is now going to go into a different direction than I remember. Oh, thank you. 7.2 is good, considering it's. .2 is good considering these are just ideas. And I think this is the real bass now. Crazy double kick drum stuff. Thank you. And that's a YouTube guy that's commenting. That's awesome. So, of course, there's got to be words written on top of this, but for the two people listening, the two people obviously on Facebook, is this something that you think would be interesting to hear for a future album? I like this a lot. This is one of the few times I go back to like old material and I go, oh, this is pretty good. Totally unintentional. This is that one. I just don't know what's coming up after this. I don't want to interrupt it because it's kind of groovy. I keep wanting to go up to the third on the bass. go forward. Okay. And a fade out. Okay. So here's another thing that I don't know what it is, so let's give it a shot. And this is
When I look at you, I see the sadness in your eyes. It keeps the joy in your heart. The touching those you love. When I look at you, I see the pain in your smile. It keeps the warmth in your heart. From reaching those you love. When I look at you, I see the anguish in your brow. It keeps the strength in your heart from embracing those you love. I look in the mirror, what do I see but myself? Riding in agony, slipping like sinking like a stone. Feeling no longer, drag out body on the toe. When I look at you, I see the sadness in your eyes. I keep the joy in your heart.
okay. I'm sorry. That's painful. Great music, I mean, decent sounding music, badly mixed. Vocals just suck. Let's go to something else that's going to be a little bit more that I actually would like to focus on, and this is actually going to be the stuff that I just got from. Just got this from Mr. Zuckerman. This is his stuff. So let me see if I've got the right tune, and let's. Oof. I'm not supposed to do that. There you go. that's that. That's actually part 3. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now let's listen to part 1. This is the other part that because there's 3 parts, obviously. All right. Thoughts? So, anyways, I'm looking for the stuff that Igor did that I mixed just recently, but I can't. What I might do is I'll just open up the Cubase project and open it up, and it's going to start to complain at me. But I think this will be like the last thing that I play for today. Ashes for Tears V3. Giving you kind of a prequel preview of a lot of the material. It's still not in a finished state. My friend Brian Timpey in Seattle will be playing bass on this. Right now this is just me playing. And you'll hear it's pretty powerful even now. But it's definitely going to be hugely improved with Brian. He's much tighter with the drummer and sets up a much better groove than I do. Just like the last two pieces are another friend, Mark Miller, who has toured with Mr. Mister and Kevin Gilbert and Toy Matinee, just a bunch of people. He played with Oscar Peterson. He was his bass player. But so here we go. Let's give this a listen for anybody who's left online. This is Hypnotic / Ashes for Tears, and this is featuring the wonderful drumming of Igor Wilcox from Brazil. Anyways, that's it, I think, for me. I'm going to let you guys go. It's been an hour and 10 minutes of paradise with all of you. Thank you very much for joining me today. This has been great fun, especially not having to. Thanks to my YouTube friend Raphael for reminding me to shut up. So, anyways, guys and gals, please visit the website. It's robertsvilpamusic.com. That takes you directly to all the material, previews of the material on the new album, including the songs that we played here. And I haven't posted Igor's or Casper's versions of the songs yet because I'm actually think I'm going to now just wait for the bass guitar tracks to come back and then do vocals, and then I'll be able to post them as pre-mastering mixes. But in the end, I'm targeting October 5th as release date. That's including mastering, and then the digital product will be available for everybody. Thank you to a new supporter. Let me go find their name because I just can't remember it. I just saw the email very quickly this morning. They subscribed to the support pack, like the fan pack, I guess you could call it. Let me find them. I would like to call them out because that is really nice of them. Jan Jaap Langeré. I hope I didn't butcher your name badly. And I really very much want to thank you for that. Joining the VIP membership. That gets you just about everything. Gets you everything that's there, and updates as they happen. One of the things on the Groove Music was a EP that I still have, the EP master disc here. I can just go and upload that and turn that into a sort of a bonus release, EP release, and you guys can go and listen to what the original. There's a bunch of there's 5 of the original tracks from A Fine Line Between, and there are some cover songs that are on there as well that I paid and registered with Harry Fox. Gotta say that. So go there, and that would be really nice to get to hear some really killer versions of some of the cover songs. That's it. I just want to say have a happy week, stay healthy, and I think next week I might have, if you can't see it, let's show you. I might be able to have a demo of that double neck to play and for you, and then also potentially 2 other instruments. One of them, which is going to be the first official production instrument from Svilpa Custom Guitars. So thank you very much, and we will see you again hopefully next week. Ciao for now. Stay healthy. Bye.